Peace, my family, and raw back to all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good nine mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher nature family, and most definitely cleansing, because you know what's up. We gotta cleansing the loves. I came out here today to express how y'all feeling on this good journey. I'm sure it's a lot of things going on, within yourself, and seeing, you know, a new world, a whole new world right in front of your faces, family. Oh yeah, it's real. The real world, the true reality, right? And so, I just came here to talk to y'all for a little minute, right? Now, I see is new people coming to the channel, and also new people that's been right. All right. So, like I said, when you're going on this good journey, I'm posting, my journey and my experiences along the way, right? And it's very important that when you are checking out my channel, to see, how I'm maneuvering things like that, it's very important that you start from the beginning of the channel, not starting, in between videos that you may like or things that you might be interested in like that. It's very important that you begin to start from the beginning when it comes to my channel. My channel's a little different. And that's the only way you're going to be able to, kind of really understand what I'm doing, right? And also help you along your journey, right? You can pick whatever scrolls and books that you want, right? But I'm just telling you on the things that I did that what led me up, right, to certain things, right? And so what I'm saying is start from the beginning, right? And the books and the scrolls that just pops up along the way, that's for you to, follow the trail, the road, right? And this is how, I experienced my journey, right? So I started with the Book of the Mind, and I went on up to the next book. In the Book of the Mind, our master teachers speak of, the ancient wisdom of Tahuti. He calls out that scroll straight up right in it, and he says go check it out, right? And so it's very important that we begin to listen when the master teacher is guiding us to where, we need to be, in the consciousness level of where the Most High wants us to be, consciously, and in raising our consciousness, right? So it's very important that you take heed to what he's telling you as a master teacher to help you and guide you on the path, right? On this right path, right? So, and it's going to help you along the way in gathering, of course, all the other information that you got outside of the master teacher as you living on this planet, right? I'm sure you got a lot of more information from other people, right? But when it comes to our master teacher, he is the master teacher. He's going to tell you the truth and the facts and the science on subjects that you ask questions about, and some that you don't ask questions about. He's just going to let you know and teach you about it, right? And that's what's going to help you grow and develop, because again, he's going to bring up things that help you to understand, help you to understand, and really understand, the world around you on this planet, and who you are and why you're here and what you must do while you're here, right? Reminding us all. So it's very important, and of course waking up Godhead, right? Because that's what this is all about, right? And he goes through, the religions, and the reason being is because that's what our people clung to, right? The religions. And it's very important that we begin to, if you need to, check them out for your own personal growth and development. Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with going into the books and checking those things out for your own personal growth and development, because you've been taught and programmed a certain way in these religions where, you don't have all the facts, you don't have the science behind certain things, and why things need to be said, and it's original language, right? For you to get a true meaning and understanding of what you're really speaking on when you're going into the holy books and things like that. So it's very important that that you go through those things, because that's why he took us through the schools of thought, right? To lead us up into the science of Nuwapu, and lead us up into where this all came from, which is ancient Temeray, ancient Egypt, right? In order to know these things, though, like I said before, you must study and go through the schools, right? And what do you mean by go through the schools? He has different books he has written called Crisis and Mohammedanism, and it's very important that we begin to check those out for your own growth, right? So you don't feel funny like you're doing something. You'll have everything you need to feel complete and whole when you're going into where it all came from. All of it will begin to make a lot of sense to you, right? Because just hopping into, I don't know, for me, and everybody's different, just hopping into the straight up truth of it all, especially being taught in religion, and I was in Christianity. For me, I had to know certain things on that, so I can feel comfortable with moving to the next and getting an overstanding over it all. Give me a moment. And all of our master teachers' books, scrolls, will help you on your growth and development on this good journey with them. All of it is going to be needed, and all of it is going to help you to raise your consciousness levels up and really understand this world, the planets, and the heavens, the constellations, the galaxies, in a way that you didn't before. And it's most definitely broken down, right? Because again, you'll begin to in knowing where things came from, and in renewing your history and what it all really is, and that's why it's very important that you have the right knowledge, the correct information for you to fly. And this is exactly how I did it, so it's very important that do so. Now, because of it being a lot of information, right, and how I'm breaking it down in sequences and things like that, it is very important that you take a step by step, take the time, go through it, study, and take the time you need to do so. If I'm pointing out in a book, right, that's just me pointing out a book for you to go and check out and then, do your thing. And this journey, like I said before, for the newcomers, this journey, if you are interested, right, or you may not know if you are or not, right, but anyway, this journey is going to require you to read. That's the only way you're going to begin to really, understand who you are, your true identity, and what's really happening here on this planet. Again, family, I'm going to say it loud. You must read. You must study and do your homework. Just saying. It's very important. And because I'm saying this because this is exactly how I was told, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'm gonna be posting, which I already posted a little bit, but I'm gonna be posting more of different scrolls and things that he says, and the questions and answers and things like that, to help maybe spark some of your interest with maybe questions that you may have. At the end of the day, though, if I'm posting something, that is for you to either send to yourself, share, and take the time to look at and study for yourself, and take the time to, maybe if you do like what you're reading and things, go look up the book and go get the book. And I have the books on my channel, so you want the book, just ask. I'll be happy to help, and you'll be where you need to be, and you'll have what you need. You'll have the tools you need, because you're gonna need your tools on this journey. And the tools are the ancient texts. The tools are the scriptures, right? And it's needed in these days and times like no other. for us to clear the smoke and of the chaos and things that's going on, to make it clear so people can begin to know the truth for themselves, right? And so if you need any help, right, it's very important that you ask questions. It's nothing wrong with asking questions. And I also put my email up there, so if you have any questions and you don't want to ask questions on my channel and you just want to email, ask the question, that's fine too. It's my email is the butterfly 919 at mail.com. Alright, and you can email me if you just have questions, right? Now, I know that on this journey, it's a lot of things going on, right? At the same time within your life in this world and everything that's going on in it all. But remember, you have to remain focused on what the Most High is speaking to you on, talking to you about. And once you begin to get to having the facts and the science and letting the Most High lead you through it, things will begin to come together for you. And that's a part of the journey. So, my journey taught me that as much as I learn, and as much as I apply and then I grow, it led me up into where I'm at today. And the same thing goes for you. As a student, we are taught to, study and do our homework. And if I'm posting different books and things, that's for you to check out for yourself, because there's a lot of jewels in all his books. It's not just speaking on, I know his books are different too. It's not just speaking on just that subject. It's speaking on a lot of different things that may come up, questions that you may have, want to know. And it's in there, but you didn't check out the book because you didn't want to, may not like that particular topic of the book, or you felt like you were speaking on just that. Our master teacher's books speak on a lot of things in his books. It's a lot of jewels in it. It's a lot of things you may need to know. So it's all helpful along this path. And it's on us to begin to take heed to the treasure, because it's here. The truth is here. So you only want to know it and stop second guessing, and just go ahead and check it out for yourself. It's on the channel. You can just ask me, I'll give you the books you need, and you can go on and start the journey, right? Because the Most High wanted us to know this information, and a lot of the times, they hid all this stuff from us, right? And it's on us to remember to spread this knowledge and information, right? The right knowledge out to other people that need it. Because if you know people out here, seeking and lost and confused and may not know what's going on here, it's on us to spread the message, right? Because it is, the good news. So, and this message is preparing us for the true Messiah. So at the end of the day, the 144,000, and all of it is needed for us to grow and develop, right? Into, right? Being amongst 144,000, and that's real too. So all of it is for you to be at your best and know what the Most High has for you, right? And when you know what the Most High has for you, I'm telling you, no one will be able to, maneuver you off this path unless you allow them to. I'm just saying, because really it's by choice, and the choices on you and what you allow to happen on your path. And this path is going to cause you to have a stripping away process, a shedding away of all the things that are truly not you. And all of it is for your benefit and is good, right? Because it's about stripping away the things of this world and what you think you are, right? And getting to know your true identity and who you really are in the eyes of the Most High. So, alright. And this is exactly what I did, And when I speak on like saying like you're not your body parts and things like that, you know what I mean? Or love your body parts and things like that, I'm just speaking on for so long we have been, programmed to think that, our melanin or our skin, our hair is ugly and, all of that type of thing and, made fun of and things like that, about our crowns and things like that because we didn't have the knowledge of ourselves and our true selves and who we really are. So it's very important that we begin to know the truth for ourselves and know thyself, right? And once you begin to do so, in knowing that, we are children of the Most High, you begin to see life so much different. And it's about once you know these things, you begin to learn what that really means for you. And you have to begin to move back into your Godhood, right? Stripping away all the things, moving in ways of the Most High, and not in your way and how you want things to be. Because that most definitely, again, my family, will, again, lead you astray. And not moving in His will, but moving in your, yours, right? Because even though we have free will, family, He did give out, laws of mind for us to follow, right? In 613 laws, He gave us these things for us to get in alignment with how we're supposed to be moving here on this planet. And that's helpful, for us when we're talking about getting back in alignment. And that's a whole nother thing when it goes to transformation, because all of it, the knowledge is going to be needed for you to consciously, activate your DNA, right? You're going to need that. And then also you're applying it in practice into your life. That also is a part of the transformation process as well. Because once you begin to move in its ways and get rid of the things that's destroying you, right? And stuff that we are taught in this world, backwards, things that we parade around like that's so cool to do, that's so fun to do, and all of these things that's the drugs and, people, places, and things that is not good for you, leading you down wrong paths and got you out here doing the most, right? Getting you in trouble, things like that, you know what I'm saying? All of it, if you just examine your life and the people in it, and, being in low vibrational energies and things like that. And of course, I've been there, right? So I'm speaking on it. That you realize that it's time to rise up. Because, again, everybody may not be ready to rise up at everybody's ready at different times, right? But once you begin to get tired of living your life the way you are and you're looking around like this ain't working, right? Because most of the time people develop at different times, and you can be adult, elder, and still haven't learned, everything you need to know. Still be dwelling in low vibrational energies and things. And it's on us to stand up and maneuver and rise and let go of those things. That's why the Most High gives us longevity and for us to mend our ways and let go of things that is not good for us, and kind of in a sense renewing ourselves again, and letting go of the childish ways and moving into a mature state of being where we are looking out for ourselves and looking out for others and taking care of ourselves out here. And as you get older, you can see that that's what most people begin to do. You begin to start taking better care of yourself, and when you do that, you start taking care of your spirits and your soul, and your mind becomes clear, right? And you become healed, you become healthy again, right? But when you out here, doing the most in low vibrational energies, right? We ill out here. You be ill, and it's you to heal thyself, you can heal thyself. And that's one of the things that he speaks about in the Mind book. And if you are interested in checking it out, it's called The Mind by our master teacher, Dr. Malachi is on the channel. And if you are interested in one of the books, right, don't be shy. Just comment, let me know, and I'll send it to you, because you're going to need to know, right, this information. It's very important. And also how we move in our culture. It gives a lot of guiding information, guiding about living, all types of things that help you to learn how we move when we move in our true state as we once did, anciently, right? In its purity state of being, right? We cleanse and laws of cleanliness and discipline and self-control, and how we lived our lives, right? And how we take those steps of getting there. And this journey is raw. Nobody's perfect. Check it out. Nobody on this planet. I'm just saying. So all of it is for you to, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna fall, get back up and keep going, right? This is about striving, for perfection, but realizing that, in a state of moving toward mastery of things, that or conquering certain things and certain habits and things like that, where you no longer do those things anymore, you're moving back in a state of purity. All of it is one's time to do so, right? And preferably, I know that he would want us to move more in a, in a, speeding up of time type of thing, speeding us up in a fast type of way, as far as just like, I'm not speaking just like a fast, of course, be patient with yourself. I'm talking about when you begin to fast, you're speeding yourself up, and you speed, your vibration up is what I'm saying. And the longer we, procrastinate and wait around and knowing what we have to do and not doing it, right? The longer it just slows you down, right? It slows that transformation process down, is what I'm saying. So I hope I made that a little bit clear. Because you gotta be patient with yourself. You gotta show love to yourself, and you gotta show love to others around you. Because remember, we are all energy, and we gotta remember that when we putting stuff out, you gotta make sure we're putting out good things, because whatever you're putting out in your own reality, that's exactly what's coming out. So I want y'all to know, again, that you guys are loved beyond this world. Know that the Most High loves you more than you will ever know, and He has given us control over and responsibility over our lives and decision making on what we decide to do here and now. Are you going to choose to be obedient? Are you going to choose to surrender? Are you going to choose to get yourself right? And it's just about living the lifestyle. And if you don't know what the lifestyle is, the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide is on the channel, and the Guide for Better Living is on the channel. And moving into that state of purity and maintenance of health, all of that is needed. And also, of course, knowing thyself is very important. So having the information that you need to know who you really are and what we are, and where the people like to call it the matrix, the cosmos, all of it is, or 3D, all of it is the cosmos and part of it, right? But we're in it, right? But there's levels to it. So in order to conquer this part, though, you gotta first know what you're in. And our master teacher definitely breaks it all down as you begin to listen to his videos, as you begin to study his teachings. Oh man, that'll definitely awaken you. Oh no. So I just thought that I'd share. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. And on that note, family, I hope you all know again that you are loved beyond this world. Oh yeah, and in it, we can spread that love one to another, family. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi out. Peace, shalom, Hashem, divine love, family, and Badu. And it's all.